We've got a lot of elephant coming down here now. There's no need for me to go any closer to these guys. It's just going to disturb them. Sorry, I'm just rolling here. Want me to move back a bit, or you're okay, mate?
No, this is good.
Okay. So I've just going to drink there. They use this area right here as a mud bath, and they love to splash around in it. Beautiful herd. There's a lot of them, and I'm always keen to just watch elephants behave normally. If you've really got a lovely herd, oh, look at that one just lying down, how beautiful in the mud. And I really think it's important, just you can see them perfectly. We've got good vision, and if they start to move around us, then that's a very, very different story. But it's nice just to watch them and let them behave naturally. I love what they do. They push their trunk down or push their tusks into the mud and put their head in the mud, and it's got to be fun. It's got to be enjoyable. Those little ones just roll down in it as well. Even though when we're watching elephants at the moment, I probably left the buffalo a little bit too quickly to get your question, Kira. But the buffalo question that you have is a really, really good one. What is the buffalo chewing? Is the buffalo chewing his cud, and what is cud? Well, that's such a cool question. Cud, and what that is a little bit, sounds a bit yucky, but they're regurgitating their food, and they regurgitate up a little bit out of their stomach. And what they do is they chew it over again, and that's really efficient. That means they get a lot of goodness out of it, and they get the most out of it. So it's a little bit like eating your food and getting all the nutrition out of it you possibly can. Now they do this, and after they've done it that time, it bypasses that little part of that chamber in their stomach and goes into the next one, and the process goes through. But they've got a 4-chambered stomach, Kira. Do you believe that? It's much different to ours, and they can break down in that stomach a particular substance that's in plants called cellulose. Now, it's a big word, but you'll come across that when you carry on through your schooling, and cellulose is a difficult thing to break down, but those animals, cows and buffalo, they do it really, really easily, and that's exactly what it was doing. It's cud, and cud is regurgitated food that's already eaten. So thank you very much, Kira. That's a cracking question, matey, and I hope you're having a great time in Missouri. Look at that, isn't that fantastic? They're having so much fun. Having so much fun.
That tiny little one is right in the middle.
You can see those females standing guard and making sure the little one doesn't get hurt by the big one, and just keeping a watch over there. 2 of the bigger youngsters were rolling around with that little guy, so it's really nice. You see the mother of that little one was just standing close by, and now she's moved off. So many similarities between us and them, folks, and that's why I think we're so connected with elephants. So a herd of elephants will probably average about 7 to 11 animals, and if you see more than that, it's probably a few different herds that have met together. They have these things called bond groups as well. Sorry, let me repeat that. Bond groups, where they'll regularly meet together, and if the herd does get bigger than that, they normally split up and sort of stay in contact with each other, feed in different areas, and then come back and meet up with each other. So those bond groups they normally average about 30 animals or something like that, and it's normally roughly three family groups together. We've got a question from Rhonda about how much water can an elephant put in its trunk. It's a question, Rhonda, that I've always had mixed sort of answers from people when I've asked them. We even tried to measure it one day at a zoo that I worked at and tried to get one of our bull elephants to suck it up and see how much he took out, but he took out a different amount every time, so it was a bit tricky. But in the wild, look, I'm having a guess that when we did it, it was about 10 litres, which is like a bucket, and he was sucking that up no problem. But in an average day, they'll drink approximately 230 litres a day, which is about now I'm doing litres and gallons. I think that's about sort of 60 gallons, around that sort of amount, and that's what an elephant will consume a day. They really do need to drink on a daily basis, but some animals, particularly ones in Namibia, they will potentially change their behaviour and drink only once every 2 days because water is a lot scarcer. So yeah, hopefully that answers your question, Rhonda, but thanks for watching.